So there's been widespread wildfires in the state of Washington this week. And before all of the environmentalist libtards say it's climate change, no, it's not. They've actually arrested multiple suspects who were caught setting blazes and burning down 10,000 acres of people's property. And these are, of course, already violent offenders. Guy who they arrested killed his father. So yeah, this is your climate change. This was all done by the work of a single arson as a weapon of mass destruction. It's horrible. Aaron Farinacci is the individual who murdered his father, but was let out of prison by woke jailing policies. And you're telling me that these aren't people who have spiritual problems and they're not going to commit more crimes? Somebody who's willing and capable of killing his own father. Doesn't matter. The libs are taking all of the wrong lessons from this. Here's the woke governor of Washington saying that it's climate change. Climate change isn't some faraway threat. It's happening right now. No, dude, it's your courts. It's left-wing judges letting out father murderers who clearly are possessed to go commit more crimes. Well, anyway, speaking of possessed, do you remember this Sydney Sweeney moment where this witch of a woman used her condescending, sneering, longhouse, fembot, group hive mind think to try and shame Sydney Sweeney into being in a jeans ad, looking hot and looking good in a set of jeans.
Superiority, like the criticism of the content, which was basically that maybe specifically in this political climate, like white people shouldn't joke about genetic superiority. Like that was kind of like the criticism, broadly speaking. And since you are talking about this, I just wanted to give you an opportunity to talk about that specifically.
I think that when I have an issue that I want to speak about, people will hear.
The criticism.
You are not obligated to ever interact with people who make expressions like this. These are not people that are acting in good faith. This type of passive aggressive condescension and virtue signaling is exactly what the left does to try and cudgel you into apologizing for who you are. Don't ever, ever, ever bend the knee. Sydney Sweeney, in fact, has proven that she's the one with virtue, in spite of what the left has thrown at her and attacked her with. Sydney Sweeney, hometown wildfire relief, lending a helping hand. So Sydney Sweeney and her boyfriend showed up to send love to her wildfire-ravaged hometown. She's boots on the ground, and Scooter Braun is right there. Sources with direct knowledge, tell TMZ that Sydney and her boyfriend are in Washington state amid the devastating wildfires, and Sydney is feeling compelled to head there and help any way that she can. Sources tell us that she's been working nonstop since arriving, bringing food to firefighters between shifts and lines, people prepared to distribute meals to families. She's actually doing something. They were told that they volunteered with the Second Harvest Food Bank in Spokane, World Central Kitchen, personally handing out food and providing relief for people in need. Our sources say that Sydney has also been spotted around town buying groceries and working with local restaurants to secure food and shelter for displaced residents. And she was told that she made major donations to multiple relief organizations as well. The trip hit especially close to home for Sydney. The Euphoria star grew up in Spokane, I didn't know that, and revealed this week that the fires have affected members of her own family. Sydney posted an emotional message on Tuesday saying that Spokane has always been a home, and adding that it's where she grew up and her family still lives there, and many people, places shaped her remain there. Okay, here we go. Sydney Sweeney asked for support for Spokane. Has always been home to me. It shaped me, and devastating fires have always changed countless lives. Put into words, thousands of families have lost their homes and their belongings, places of business. Wow. Like a celebrity using her celebrity to do something good For poor people that lost everything, she's worth millions. She didn't make an announcement. She didn't make a social media post about it. She just wanted to help out her community, passing out free meals. Sydney Sweeney is a true patriot. So here she is. Just like wearing a pair of jeans and Doc Martens and passing out meals to people that need food. Incredible. Sydney Sweeney is spotted in Spokane handing out free meals. She didn't even announce that she's coming. She just showed up. Good on you.
No worries.
Way to go. Wow, we finally made the right person famous. Sydney Sweeney is handing out free meals. Spokane, Washington fire victims. Absolutely beautiful. Sydney Sweeney is in the Women's and Children's Free Restaurant and Community Kitchen handing out free meals. And there you go. A celebrity that actually shows up for the American people to just help. People who lost everything. I didn't know that she was from Washington. Hollywood take notes. Sydney Sweeney didn't need a camera crew or a press conference or a pat on the back. She quietly showed up to help people in her hometown, and that's what good people do. Sometimes the loudest statements isn't made in words, it's made through actions. No, it's always the loudest statements are made through actions. And it doesn't actually matter what you say. It matters the things that you do. So we had this conversation actually with Spencer Pratt. And we talked with Spencer Pratt about this after he lost his house and what he was going to do. And it's amazing how these wildfires have actually like brought celebrities up and out of Hollywood to do amazing things. Spencer Pratt did amazing things in LA. And I think he's just getting started. Here's a little bit of that conversation. I still love it. And I still sincerely want Spencer Pratt to win. Well done, Sydney Sweeney, as well. We made the right people famous. Isn't that amazing? Here we go. Have you ever gotten an explanation as to why during high fire season, your mayor is sitting there in Africa while all of your homes burn? And one other thing, I looked this up on the way to come here, and it makes me angry. I'm sorry, I don't like cursing.
This is an angry podcast.
But it makes me angry. I see your hat. I'm sitting here in the rubble, and it's just affected me, frankly. Because I just drove through for the first time Palisades. I've never even been here before. And I've never been to Palisades. I'm not rich enough, fancy enough. I don't have enough reality show credit to come here. But it looks so beautiful. It looks like such a nice community. And so such a gifted by God area. I mean, we went up over the mountaintop and I see the water and the mountains and the oceans meets the sea. It's such a truly gifted part of the world. And to let it all burn, one is it's a crime against humanity. And then what's happened is just further insults and crimes against humanity. There are 2.7 million homes, new homes built in America last year, Spencer. Do you know this? New homes, from the dirt, right? Up. From nothing, presumably from nothing, maybe even worse than this, because at least this is a lot that's plumbed and everything. These are homes that are built from nothing that are given to new families. Yet you, as far as I know, have no homes built here. So what's that about exactly? Can you explain that? How are millions of Americans and millions of other companies able to build brand new homes out of nothing? And you can't get permits here a year out because we're a year out from the fire.
So the first issue goes back to insurance. Newsom created an environment with his Ricardo Lara, who went on 90 vacations and, God knows what he was doing. They created an environment where, again, a lot of insurance people message me and I love everything you do, but you're not getting the facts right. I'm not anti-insurance people because I understand why they dropped everybody. If you leave 50 years of dead brush or dead fuel, as you call it, surrounding the houses all the way up to their backyards, and you don't maintain them and you don't make fire breaks. And I'm sure these insurance companies also knew that LADWP had 2 empty reservoirs, and they'll argue and say, oh, that was for drinking water. The San Ynez Reservoir was built for firefighting. The literal designer is in the LA Times quoted talking about when they built it, it was for firefighting. So now after everything's burned, they say, oh, that was for drinking water.